A new lawsuit against comedian Bill Cosby accuses him of sexual battery and emotional distress. The alleged victim claims the actor molested her in a bedroom at the Playboy Mansion in 1974 when she was just 15 years old. Gloria Allred is a civil rights lawyer who's noted for taking high-profile and often controversial cases. She's litigated scores of cases involving the protection of women's rights, and she joins us from California. Gloria, it's good to see you. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you for inviting me.
So you gave a press conference yesterday, and you put forth, amongst other things, a proposal for Bill Cosby. You invited him to take quite a bold step to either start a $100 million fund or to waive the statute of limitations so that cases could be brought against him. I think there's a slim to none chance that Bill Cosby would take you up on these recommendations. So what's your real goal here?
My goal is for him to choose one of those two proposals because I think it's very important and it could end in a win-win for him and the persons alleged to be victims. I've had so many women contact me alleging that they are victims of Bill Cosby. And the statute of limitations, which is a legal defense that a defendant can assert in a lawsuit, essentially would bar them from pursuing a case because, in other words, in plain English, it's too late. It's a time period during which they must file or be forever barred from filing. For most of those people that make those accusations, it's too late. However, they're being attacked, some of them are, by representatives of Mr. Cosby. And I think it's fair for the public and for Mr. Cosby and for the victims to have a neutral person, like a judge or a retired judge, make a decision after hearing the claims of the alleged victims and the defenses of Mr. Cosby, to make a decision about where the truth lies. And if the judges find that the alleged victims are telling the truth and have evidence to support their account, then if they're entitled to damages, that should be awarded to the victims. So yes, he can do this either in a public forum and invite these victims to sue him and have a judge and jury decide, or in a confidential setting where there would be retired judges acting as arbitrators who would hear the claims of the victims, his arguments in defense, make a decision. This would be a process that could lead to healing for many of the women who are making these allegations, these
Gloria,
alleged
let me jump
victims,
in there. Let me get to another point.
And for Cosby, to end this, the nightmare that is existing for everybody involved in this.
Well, let me ask you this. You talked about presenting this case to a judge and letting the judge decide what the truth is. What have your clients presented to you that makes you convinced that they are telling the truth?
Well, what I think is important is not what I think. It's what a neutral person, a trier of fact, a judge or a jury or a mediator, an arbitrator would find is supported by the evidence. I think that the three women, and not the person who filed the lawsuit that you just mentioned a few minutes ago, but the three women who came forward yesterday at my news conference, that they have access to their day in court, so to speak. Two of them are presently barred by the statute of limitations, as are most people who are making accusations against Mr. Cosby. One of them is 17 years old. She may.
Gloria, I'm so sorry. I've got to jump in. I'm going to have to cut you off. I'm so sorry, but I want to thank you so much for taking some time with us. We'll talk to you again soon.
Anytime. Thank you. Bye-bye.
And you're watching Arise America.